And welcome back to the Call of Duty Championships in the good old US of A. Wait, wrong side. Wait, what's, I don't even know.
I love the fact you got that wrong. I love the fact you got that wrong.
We'll do this. Yes, anyway, you know what? My wife makes fun of me all the time because I always just do it wrong every time. It's quite hilarious. Anyway, Domination Octane. Thoughts, Brycey?
Honestly, Las Vegas, they've turned up now. And for me, this is theirs to put to bed. I thought they were the better team coming into this. Domination, a little bit of a wobble, admittedly, but I think with the way they're now playing, if every single one of these players can at least play consistently, they are the better team. They should be able to do this one.
Well, I know a lot of people kind of feel the same way. I feel Curse New York is still a team that can match toe-to-toe against Curse Las Vegas. But let's go ahead and jump into the action. We have Will going to switch it over, and there he goes, young William, switching it over, and thank you so much. Now it is time. Domination now. 20 points is the number that you got to remember here. 20 points is what Curse Las Vegas lost by in the last Domination game, Sovereign Domination. But Machilla. In that situation, though, Sovereign plays different from Octane. You know, the way that you approach Sovereign.
Well, B, obviously, the two middle points is completely different. This one is a lot of long sight lines to actually look into B. So, I mean, like getting onto the Jeeps here, we talked about this being a power area where Machilla just took down somebody. If you can get onto that area, it will be something. But Revan now going on, he has supported Machilla as well. Up top, trying to put down, but he goes down. And now Machilla is desperately trying to hold off. He goes down as well. Burns now in that power position I talked about, holding it off. There's a great position to actually lock down B from. If you can get somebody on there, it's difficult for the enemy team to take B at all. Yeah,
and you can see that they want to go after B, but they know they just got to get the kills. And that's going to be 3 down there for Curse New York. BL Fire by himself. B is now going to be capped. But look what BL Fire is doing. Great read out of him. He's just going to sneak around him. And you know what? Why not, right? Why not sneak around him and try and see if you can get them pressed inside of their spawn? Because remember, if they can do that, if they can get a player inside of Motel, thus creating some kind of confusion on A, that's going to spawn them back club and force them to run right into their bullets.
It is, and you see that kind of time and time again that people just hold it down by themselves. But now Blindfly are going to rotate back towards A. They're trying to get it. They couldn't even get a triple cap on here. However, he's going to be challenged. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, gets away. He does manage to get it down the end, but there are 3 of the Las Vegas team here. Yeah. And they need to just keep the pressure up. They cannot allow themselves to get triple capped after all the hard work they've done. They've lost B. They did lose at C after taking it briefly off of New York. And now Mochilla is going to try and lock this team down.
Yep, and now Mochilla is, of course, he started off strong, but he's kind of slowing down here. BL Fire's kind of in the story. BL Fire and Revan, 5-4, 5-3 for both players here. BL Fire just got taken out by Miracles there. Burns trying to challenge a gun battle with his SMG on top pawn. It's a really tough one to win, but he's going to get taken out as a player just decides to swing right around the corner. BL Fire, though, I love this spot, right? And this is when I play GBs with some friends, it's always like, you know what, guys, I'll take the Remington and I'll go buy the Humvees. I'll just chill there. And it seems to be just a really just amazing position to take advantage of.
It does now. Revan just keeping an eye out here. They have managed to take the lead here, this New York squad. And they are just trying to keep it locked down here. He might even go for the neutralization on A. A lot of teams actually in Europe just tend to not capture straight away. They just go for the neutralization, get out and be a nuisance. I'm seeing a lot of the American teams actually just choose it. Well, they want the straight 3 cap.
Just to commit to it. Yeah, it's kind of like a toss-up. It's back and forth. Like, you know, sometimes they will. Sometimes they'll neutralize and push up. Again, it's hit or miss. But for the most part, I mean, the goal always is just neutralize. I mean, I think if you get a cap, that's, you know, kind of cool. But I'm a big fan of neutralizing, just pinning them inside of the club.
Oh, Blindfire, great kill from him now. As they continue to push on, and it's actually Killer who's been disappointing once again for this Las Vegas team. It seems if Killer is playing well, they win. If he's not, they don't.
Yeah, and he was 5-11 at one point. Now he's 4-8. Finally picking up a kill there. He is going to get picked off 5-9 now. Jumping over to Revan from Curse New York. Let's see, they are going to be losing. No, they're going to go for a trip cap. Yeah, you're right, and I think they are going to get it. Let's go ahead, actually, and hop on over to Burns. If he could stay alive, and he is going to get picked off, but still, that pressure still being applied as Burns is going to get dropped. There is going to be a player pushed on B. They get that, too. 71-44 with a minute left. Let's see how the boys in Curse Las Vegas are going to react.
It's on the Killer. He's 5-9 at the moment. He needs to really step up. He gets another kill there. Now they're going to push out. They have the numbers. However, they've been held off. Big 2-piece by Blindfire is holding them completely back. As Killer looks like he's going to go for the split. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to really do this and at
Ricky
least make
gets
a
a double,
difference.
though. Ricky gets a double.
Ricky in the middle, however, he doesn't manage to make everything in the middle. Going to be a player come back now. Killer has to make this kill. He takes a look at him pre-firing. He knows exactly where these players are likely to come from. Makes the kill in the end. Gets the split. Does not get the second, though. And there's going to be a big difference going in the second half currently. It's very, very difficult for them to come back. They're trying to take B now at Las Vegas.
Yeah. And looking at the score here with about 15 seconds left on the clock, it is going to be 87-55. And you have Ricky 13-8, but BL Fire on the other side 14-11, 15-11 with 2 caps. Great stuff out of Curse New York again to just establish that they are a strong team in domination. They can shut down Killer.
That is a huge deficit. 30 points is not something easily gained back. And you know what, you got to say, like, Blind Fire really played out of his skin there. I said it's not the slaying that is the difference between these two teams. It's just their control of the objectives and the way they're handling themselves over the map.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, is all 8 players at any given time can show up.
Yeah.
Right? People forget that, you know? You have 8 tanks on these teams. Curse did a great job of picking a good roster, right? I have to say the E-Girl Slayers was something that they really thrived in at UMG Philly. It was at any point in time, someone will show up and just play their game and just absolutely dominate. One thing I am a little concerned about, you're talking about a 30-point deficit here. We've seen that go away. You know,
we have, but it's not the general gist of how these games go. 30 points is so much. It's just, I think it's 2.5 minutes of a double and a 1. It's just under a minute of a triple cap. It's just over a minute of a double and a neutralization. It's mathematics pure and simple, and that makes it difficult to come back from.
I'm glad you know math.
It's trying to work out and explaining to the people at home. It's like, it can be quite complicated. 36 points maximum in a minute with a triple cap. 24 if you get 2 and neutralize the last one. 12 if you have 2 and they only have 1.
Yeah.
So it's people wonder why, you get 2 and you get 1. It's quite slow for the scores to change. You get triple cap. They wonder why we get excited. It's because you've instantly tripled your score for 1 more point on the map.
Yeah.
So it's a massive thing. You can just see the scores swing rapidly if you get that locked in.
And what we're going to see here, Curse Las Vegas, they're going to come out strong because if I'm correct and looking here, they're getting the side that they want. That they're going to be able to push up against Curse New York, force them into the club.
They're going to need, I think, if they can get the double and the neutralization and just even hold it for 30 seconds, just give themselves that 12 points back to try and chip away at that phenomenal lead that New York currently have.
That's right, and now this is time for Curse Las Vegas to step it up. And here we go. So who do you want to jump on board with at the beginning?
We've got to go on board with Killer. We've been saying he's the key man at the moment for these. And I expect him to step up now if he needs to. He's done it in the past 2 maps. He needs to do it again, realistically. So let's see if he can do it now. Pushing out quite a slow push from both teams. Like I said, they know how valuable B is in these kind of situations.
Yeah, they do. Killer. Now, what you usually want to do here is take an SMG and take it right to Motel. Get that, just control it, right? You have so many angles that you can work with. Killer trying to get a nade there, that's not going to happen. But you can see, New York knows that. Where do they have a guy positioned? Directly looking at Killer. But Killer was able to win that gun battle. Now he's going to make his way around.
No.
But the vault, and when you get up on the ledge, vault on the ledge, it's just so heartbreaking. Miracles.
Oh no! That was a little bit dangerous, and however, they were in danger of being triple capped here. He needs to make this when he does. Miracles with a 2-piece, locking it down. But however, New York once again putting the hammer down as Miracles picks up another kill. 3-1 currently.
That was a great kill from Miracles because that could have went sour real quick. Miracles pushing out on B, Bricey. I like this play. He is going to have support. They're going to go for the trip cap.
This is what
they
need.
You said it before. They need it, and you said it wasn't, you don't see it a lot, but it seems like it's just happening right now. Although they are going to get picked off, that's no points earned for New York right now if they can get a body inside of A. There's going to be 2 players actually going for the cap. So it's going to be really difficult there for Miracles to do anything about that. He gets picked off.
The longer they can hold this off for, the better. So they've got to make up the deficit, and the deficit is just so big, especially with every minute that ticks by. It means they have to do more and more work to try to get these points back. But Parasite picking up 2. Burns is the only one left. He's going to go for the neutralize. Ooh. However, he's going to run into the guns of the enemy team. Like I said, the problem you have here is when you've got you're that many points down, you have to make risky plays like that.
You're forced to play a certain way, and you're forced to go trip cap. If you fail constantly, then the deficit's just going to continue to climb.
But the amount of teams you see overextend as well, going for the triple cap, and all of a sudden, bang, they're not getting the triple cap, they're not even getting the double cap, they end up losing points against them, and it just completely ruins their game. At the moment, Curse Las Vegas are leading on this half, but it's not by enough. They have 2 minutes 42 left to go, and they need to make up 30 points.
And Miracles is going to be the LMS here as he finds Burns in front of him. Finding another player over by B as they know that it is going to be contested, but there's not much that Miracles can do there, as he's just going to opt to go back, split the spawns, and go and cap A, hoping to see if anyone's going to get reckless and push him on it. Not really going to be the case here. Maybe one guy by Motel.
Oh,
he's going to win that gun battle. Didn't get that cap, and my goodness, that's huge. Because now we could potentially see, oh, well, they do get B back, so that's good.
It might have been worth.
Is they saved themselves there at least.
However, if they got it, even that one more point ticking over could have been worthwhile for them. Parasite just holding it down at the moment. Now there is still 20 points in the advantage towards New York now. As if the one gets taken down, they're going to have to go. They do not have bodies on the field. They're going to have to try and split it to keep in this one. Realistically, they need to hold this 2 cap for the rest of the time to actually win back in.
And Ricky going up top pawn now, trying to see if he could find any good angles. A has been neutralized, and with 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, score is going to be 53-41. Bear in mind, he got that 30-point deficit that they already went into, the 30-point lead that Curse New York went into on the first half. I don't see Vegas pulling this one out. It's going to be very tough. They have to get a trip cap right now.
They need to go absolutely ridiculous so quickly, and it's not happening. They're not making the kill. This is a situation you do not want to be in. You do not want to have to triple cap for the entire last minute to have a chance of winning.
Yeah, you're right. And also, like we said, it forces risky plays. Thus, you end up giving up key positions. And it just gets reckless.
Case in point, B right now. You saw there that they would jump straight on it. Most of the time, they would have spent an extra maybe 5 seconds running around, trying to lock it down first, make the kills. But because they can't, they have to jump straight on. And it actually means that New York will take the lead back from them and, still have 30 points in the bank.
I mean, it's just crazy. Just crazy that New York is able to show how good they are in domination. It really has been just them kind of getting outmatched by, and here's the other thing too, Killa again, 6-11. So it's like you bring up a good point. Maybe it's just domination in Killa, because for all we know, he could step up in that next game. I mean, and it seems like Killa just walked away from the game apparently, and he went to the bathroom. Admittedly, but yeah, he just got up. He was like, "Well, we lost. Forget it. So I'm just going to go to the bathroom now."
That's kind of the problem sometimes. As I said, how many players would even just walk away from a game like that and just leave it go? And they do get triple caps in the final seconds, but it will be now 2-2 between these two Curse teams. And oh my goodness, right down to the wire.
Curse family feud, man. Only with these two teams. I love it. And Mochilla, 17-8. Again, if you don't know this man, you need to learn, because Mochilla is a beast, a great slayer.
Mochilla the Thriller.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. That's great.
I was going to use it on Killer earlier on. I was kind of trying to work out a sentence with all three of them.
Good thing is they both end with Illa, so you're good. You're good.
It's versatile. It's versatile.
It really is. It really is. What's up?
Oh no! I was about to say we're about to go to a break because I think it's map number 5 between these two teams. But before we quickly cut away, I think you guys need to tweet the stream out, because this is about to get real. New York, Las Vegas, one map, one's going home.